Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Matt's Morning Momentum. This is something that I'm going to be doing every single day, giving you guys a raw take of what it's like running these businesses, running multiple seven-figure to eight-figure producing businesses, the challenges that we have, and hopefully give you guys some tips to stay focused as you're getting started, if you're trying to scale your business. That's what the purpose of these morning momentum is, right? It's important to be consistent. It's important to have a schedule, have something that you follow every single day to build on. And getting that momentum early in the day is super duper important. So, this is something I plan on doing and sharing with you guys as a part of my routine to make sure I'm accountable, make sure I'm doing the things that is important to move the businesses forward and keep that vision alive. So, the purpose of this is, I want to, yes, I want to accomplish and give you guys, the raw untake, just regular version of what we do every single day, the challenges, the fires we had to put out at this level. And I'm really interested to see like where this goes over the next couple of years, seeing the challenges that are stressing me out right now in comparison to what that's going to be, years down the road. So I'm super excited to share that with you guys here, as well as speak on gratitude, right? Speak on kindness, speak on mental health. As an entrepreneur, no matter what business you guys are in, if you're working from yourself, I think COVID really made a lot of people realize, like, man, if the future is up to me, like I have to take ownership of my life. So I'm going to start doing my own thing. A lot of people started working on their own and starting those businesses you've been waited a long time to start. The thing about entrepreneurship is it can get really lonely, right? And no one really talks about mental health and how to not be so hard on yourself. So we're going to talk about that on some of these episodes, as well as leading people, how to be a good leader, and how to scale your businesses by being a great leader. And it starts from within. And then consistency, right? I think consistency with anything, consistency with, it doesn't matter what business you're in, or whatever you're doing, if it's working out, or if it's starting your real estate company, or whatever business that you have, like consistency is always the thing. We actually have this thing right now, it's called the one door away challenge, where it's just 30 days, do these action items for 30 days and get your first real estate deal. And I'm really excited about that. But I told the folks that are joining the challenge, like straight up, first day, look, most of you guys aren't going to see this thing through. Most of you guys are not going to be here in 30 days. Even if I hold your hand every single day along the way, there's going to be excuses. There's going to be things that come up, right? The folks that win are the folks that can be consistent, the folks that can stay with it even when they don't feel like it. So that's the purpose of doing these episodes as well. Hopefully, you guys can get some momentum from the stuff that we talk about here every single morning. So I'm excited for that. This morning, just want to do a quick, brief talk about leading with empathy. These lives aren't going to be longer than 5, 6, 7 minutes, maybe. But for the tip for the day, and what we're going to talk about is leading with empathy. Look, if you're trying to grow your business, you can't do it alone. There's a saying that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. There's just things that you can't replace in your company if you're trying to grow this, and that is good people, right? There's a book called Clockwork, by Michael McAllowitz, and he talks about, okay, so you want to scale, you have to think about all the roles that you're doing that maybe don't give you energy. It doesn't equate to more dollars at the end, revenue for your business. So you have to outsource those things, right? We do that by utilizing virtual assistants. Now, every virtual assistant is not the same. Every person is not the same. We bring in folks that are ambitious, that have a good attitude, but at the end of the day, it's up to me as a leader of that organization to develop these people, to pour into them, to give them the knowledge, to give them the know-how. When we started VA Hub, this is a really big thing. It's okay. Well, how do we take our little system that we have with virtual assistants, and how do we give that to other people, right? How do we make sure and ensure that they get results too? They're not just paying for a service and not getting anything, right? And what I quickly realized was within my own organization that my VAs are only as good as I led them to be, as the knowledge that I gave them, the resources that I gave them, and how I checked in on them. And it came down to me being a leader, me, leading with, there's some things that we do in our business, such as daily huddles. Every single day, we get everyone within our company together and we talk about things that we're grateful for, right? Attitude of gratitude puts us in the right mental gives us the right perspective for the day. Even if we got shit going on in our life, there's still things that we can be grateful for, right? And then also something that we love about our life, something that is absolutely amazing in the last 24 hours, and just trying to shift that perspective to being grateful. And we do that every day, right? And that's just something that I do for my folks. And of course, if I had time to do a one-on-one with every single person, I would. But we do small groups now, so we can accomplish and get everyone on the same page, and it gets an amazing buy-in. But scrap all that, right? If you just take the perspective of how can I show this person I care about them, right? Being a good leader is getting folks to do things that you need them to do because they want to do it, right? And it's not some tactic, it's not some ploy. It's just being a giver at heart. And how can you better their lives? What value can you bring to them? They don't work for you work for them, right? So bringing empathy to the table and and caring about them at a higher level will set your business apart. Like everyone's going to have a lot of the similar tools in whatever industry you're in, right? Everyone's going to have similar tools. Everyone's going to have similar, in real estate, everyone's going to have similar data, right? We're calling, we're texting, we're doing all these things to the same people. But what is going to set our business apart? Right? And it comes down to the people within our business, right? So how can we make these people better? It goes beyond numbers, it goes beyond whatever end of day reports that you'll get. I'm speaking specifically to the real estate industry. You guys know, you'll look at your leads, you'll look at your deals, you're like, well, why am I not getting deals? I'm spending more money than ever. It's because your people aren't being developed. Your people are not buying into what you're doing, right? So taking a step back and figuring out how you can be a better leader. And you do that by leading with empathy. We started taking this perspective, started taking these practices, putting it into our company at VA Hub and say, okay, how can we develop our leaders? How can we make our leaders within the company better? Right. And every single week they get huddles, and every single week we do like pour in sessions where we do all of our real estate knowledge, anything that we know and they have questions on, we do it. And that's like a 2 hour call. But guess what happened when we started doing that? All of a sudden, the customer experience was amazing because their client success managers, the leaders from our organization, started really, really, really serving our clients at a higher level, right? So you have folks that are just very transactional, right? And that goes for any company, any businesses can be very transactional. But what you have to do is you have to take a step back and figure, okay, well, who is my client? Who is the person that is the ideal fit for my company, and how can I serve them better? And that is a good place to start for your final product. But then how can I develop leaders within my company, within my organization that can help me with my quest to serving my customers better? So this is the first episode of Morning Momentum. Thank you guys for checking in, and I will see you later.